Hello and welcome back to TellerTactGaming and For the King. And this will be the last episode, and I just checked. It's ice, fire and lightning in that order. So we are going to, we do not actually forget, equip the ice one at once and just head on in. I mean, there's nothing really else to do. And yeah, this is no longer merely a legend. The famed Huddersfield just out from the jagged black rock. What an imposing structure. Dungeons cannot be escaped until they are cleared. Only well-equipped and well-supplied adventurers will make it out alive. Yeah, we'll see about that. We will see if we can succeed. First off, we have quite a standard like guardsman's fight where your basic guard duting guards like watchers are just standing there, keeping watch, guarding the entrance, trying to not have intruders invade. Sadly, they will most likely fail. But anyway, we will try to destroy them completely. Do I have... No, I think it's better to just attack the one with no armor in this case. Yeah, there's a lot of annoying attacks from certain enemies. Should I? No, I should actually just make sure he goes away. There we go. And then try to perfect it. And yeah, and the problem here is I have the reloading weapon. Yeah, good dodge, but the reloading weapon is really annoying. It does a lot of damage, yes, but it's annoying because it takes up one extra turn. And yeah, I leveled up to level 12, so all my characters are level 12, which is really, really interesting. I don't think I have had like everyone being level 12. I think I had them all to be 11 and then like one with a XP multiplier sanctum. But yeah, other than that, nope. And we now have, yeah, and I have the party freeze immunity equipped, so we are as ready as we could be, I think. Yeah, let's go. Onward. Yeah, and here you can see why. Oh, I remembered I should have changed my weapon. I will actually shoot at least once. This does a lot of damage, so and it pierces, so it's a good one to keep when you can shoot, but otherwise it's, yeah, whatever. And yeah, the hat here is ginormously helpful because they are all frost enemies or ice enemies, what you want to call them, so you do double damage with every single attack, which is, yeah, super nice. Just gonna swap my weapon to firebow in this case. I should have started with a firebow for this fight, but yeah. Because the firebow does actually do increased damage against frost or ice monsters, so yeah, it should have been really good. I mean, 46 damage, I don't think I will... The problem with this weapon is it doesn't pierce at all, so it's... yeah, not that good as it could have been. But yeah, this one is easy because I actually do a lot of damage against frost enemies. This usually takes a bit longer, but yeah. And now we are against... we need the fire, right? And against fire, I think we should go with a curved. I could just go with a musket one. Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna go with a musket one. It's a lot of damage, so... and we are going to do a party rest. Here's the reason why I have saved up the tinder pouches, because when you use a tinder pouch at the staircase here, where we at, until we go to the next level, it heals you completely, and it restores focus points. Not all of them, but a lot of them. It also depends on what your max amount of focus points are. Our healer has, what is it, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, almost 10 focus points. So yeah, it depends on how many focus points you have, but you gain basically everything back. The tinder pouch is basically in a dungeon a full restore for your whole party. Not really, but almost. So yeah, that's the big reason why I saved them for this dungeon, is because it's so useful. Yeah, and this fight can be dragged out because you will miss, because yeah, evade up. Yeah, and the evade up can be really annoying. If you spend your focus, you probably won't have that much of a problem, but you could. Yeah, and this is the reason why you want the party immunity talismans, because yeah, taking all that unnecessary damage would be unnecessary. I'm gonna make as much damage as we can to everyone. There's no point in trying to kill one when you can kill one and do damage to both. Yeah, and he does a lot of AoE damage. You might actually need to heal here anyway. You might not, but you might have to, which, yeah, if you have to, you have to. If not, you won't, but that reset is really annoying. Boom, and gone. Yeah, the next fight is... oh, yay! As if you remember, I was looking around for a blade I called the Dragon Blade. I happened to get it here. This, I usually never ever count on the tower providing me with something, because once you're here, you are stuck. So this is just a super nice bonus. Yeah, so that's, in my, according to me, as I would say, that's the best melee weapon you can have on a character which is using a one-handed weapon and is a tank, basically. So yeah, I would say that's the absolute best item you can use as a weapon for like a tank or someone who wants a one-handed weapon and uses strength. And yeah, you get +5 speed as well, so you actually go faster in combat. And yeah, oh my god, that's nice. It would be nice if I could get like a really good bow and not have to use the musket. I'm using the musket only because it has a lot of damage. That's the only reason, really. Yeah, let's make sure before we even do anything. Did I equip? Yes, I equipped the lightning talisman. Yeah, we will most likely equip a second one, and probably I will drop the Great Rune for the frost one. Fire isn't that bad, you can usually just heal through it, but yeah, there are some like freeze, being immune to freeze and shock is probably the two biggest things in this game. Shock, so you never get your rolls interrupted, and freeze, so you never take extra damage. And yeah, this is a party rest. And yeah, let's just check one last time. I'm so paranoid when it comes to this. And yeah, I have it. And we are not going to party rest again. That would be a gigantic waste. Almost. Father of the gods, his domain is all of existence. The one thing he does not signify: hope. Yeah, yeah, this chaotic god isn't really a nice one. Not even by accidentally nice. So let's see here. The annoying thing about these corrupted mystic is they are evasive. Both of them. So yeah, you are going to need to use focus to get rid of them, and I think I'm actually going to like one-hit this one because I do not want them to be around. Yeah, I don't like them. They are super annoying to deal with. Yeah, and I'm going to just pummel those two minions he had. And I'm gonna reload because I have no other choice. Yeah, I usually never use the muskets because you have to reload them. The muskets are good because they do a lot of damage, but at the same time I don't like them because you have to reload them. Yeah, and the thing which is super good with the Dragon Blade is it has a reset as well. So, oh my god, 11% chance. Oh. Yeah, and even if you miss, you have to reload, which is quite bad. I might actually have to, unless I do a time warp, a reset here. Yeah, I'm gonna have to reset him. Should I reset again? No, I shouldn't need to. I mean, if I guarantee the attack of, yeah, no, it's fine. There we go. Let's see here. Yeah, Assassin Hood would be good, but it's too bad we didn't get a bow, because a really good bow would have been magnificently good. Yeah, it would have been super good, really. Yeah, we're gonna have to give this one to this. We are going to equip that one, because if I'm not wrong, we can actually get frozen and shocked and fired on the last boss. I'm not 100% sure, but it could be. Yeah, and I really do not want to use the curved bow because it's so little damage. The damage is so bad. And I mean, the dragon bow, yeah, sure, it's a lot more damage, but it doesn't have anything to pierce. It doesn't pierce at all. And yeah, sure, the musket does a lot of damage and does pierce. I mean, the headshot, it's 2 dice and minus 20 accuracy. It's a lot. And the stab is just useless. And every single time you have to reload. You attack one turn, next turn you have to reload, the turn after that you can shoot again, and then you have to reload and then shoot and then reload, shoot, reload, shoot, reload, shoot. Yeah, it's yeah, I wish I had a better bow. Like, just having a silver bow would have been, yeah, that would have been terrific. It would have been perfect. But I do not. And I'm actually gonna have to go with the curved bow, because I don't have anything else which is even remotely useful. Let's see here. What do we get? We get, yeah, I'm actually going to use the last part rest to get more focus points. There are no more levels, I know for a fact. And here we get some special items, so we can just collect. And I think I'm actually going to use 2 fire silks there. I have a fire silk here already from earlier. Having fire silks are actually really good from the earlier parts of the game, and keeping them. But yeah. Yeah, I do have precious pearls all over the place, and I have fairy dust. Increase combat speed. I could give like 2 over to my healer, like that. Yeah, let's go. This is the final boss. Vexor. Vexor, Lord of Chaos. You have come through so many trials only to perish here. You would have been worthy allies. Such a waste. Yeah. He has a lot of HP. As you guys can see, there's a lot of HP on this dude. And not only that, he has 2 dogs, chaos dogs. You have to focus down the chaos dogs. Like, you can't sit around pecking away at Vexor. You can't do it. You have to attack one dog. You have to focus one single dog until it's gone, and then go for the next one, and then you can go for the boss. And you should use as many like focus points as you absolutely can, because the boss will eat your focus points otherwise. And yeah, there will be a lot of damage. You will probably lose sanctums and might even lose lives here. If you're unlucky, you might actually have to use something like this, Smoky Orb, to gain some evades. And yeah, it's a brutal fight. It's a really fun one because you actually have to think and plan what you're going to do. Like, you have to assess, make the assessment. Is it better to rush here? Or is it better to like attack? Or do I have to heal? And in this situation, I'm actually going to say I'm gonna single heal and rush. And I'm gonna make sure my rush is guaranteed. This way I can actually... Yeah, he boosted the armor. So yeah, I'm gonna have to do something like this. And what I should do is actually keep on... I should actually keep on resetting him. That's something you can do. You can reset the boss while your damage dealer and the healer take down the dogs. And that's a perfectly valid strategy. Or whoever has the reset, really. It doesn't matter who does the reset, as long as you succeed in resetting him. Oh my god, I'm blinded. That's not good. Yeah, that's really terrible. Life drain is... Yeah, that's not good either. I might actually want to use the precious pearl to remove ailments on party just so my blind curse goes away. Yeah, I'm gonna have to do it. So we are now. We're gonna focus so we actually hit. And I'm not going to reset him, although I might actually do it because resetting the boss is quite important. It's the boss that does the big chunk of the damage. A large portion of the damage is still from the dogs, but the dogs doesn't do that much damage. They do some damage. Mostly they give you some annoying problems, but that's about it. There we go, and I'm gonna have to use my other character to reset. And I'm going to use this one to reset. Yeah, and this is the problem where you come to the point where like one attacks only. So this battle can actually take quite a while because of that reason. And sometime sooner or later you have to switch who does the resetting because you don't have enough focus points anymore. Like here I have to switch because yeah, I have no focus points on my tank. So and he does decent damage, so it doesn't matter who actually does the damage. Actually, it's really whatever. Yeah, this is a battle which, as long as you know how to fight him, it's quite easy. And that's the thing, if you don't, he's super hard and most likely you will lose the first time, and that's fine. You might actually lose a couple of times. Even if you have watched others, it's not a guarantee that you'll win. And I like that in games, so yeah, I find it interesting to watch others and then try to see if I can replicate the results. Sometimes I can do it at once, other times no, not even close. And I would say this is one of those kind of bosses where you will have to try and fight him a couple of times to see what it does. If you're unlucky, you could actually have to heal insane amounts. I didn't heal a single time, I think. Maybe once, or not even that. And yeah, we have a lot of god bits left. We have a lot of herbs and other stuff still kicking around, and yeah, but since we were lucky, we were really lucky getting that dragon blade. If we didn't have the dragon blade, this would have been a lot harder. It would have been a lot harder. Thankfully we did have a lot of healing, and that's the thing. You want a lot of healing items and buffs and stuff and other kinds of herbs to help your your way through this tower, because if you're unlucky with what kind of equipment you get and how much damage you take, you can actually lose a winning run. And that's mostly because like all the numbers are so small. So I mean, I'm level 12 and my tank has 154 health and my DPS has 151 health max, and that thanks to Grand Sanctum of Life, which increases my health and vitality. It's like if I go in here and I had been like level 10, even if I had the exact same everything else, but I was 2 levels lower, this would have been a lot harder, because the 2 levels add quite a lot in stats. So yeah, and the thing which really helps as well is having sanctums, because just in case shit happens, if a character goes below 0 and dies, the sanctum saves you and you're still kicking around fighting, which means and you don't actually lose your round where you are in your turn. So yeah, you actually can continue as if nothing had happened. So yeah, this battle is really hard. I was quite lucky in the tower, and during this fight could have been a lot worse than it was. My resets worked really well as well. I did decent amount of damage. I wasn't happy about my Trapper DPS support character. 33 damage isn't good. It's decent but not good. 89 talent as well is decent but not good. 93 would have been better, like over 90. Somewhere between like 92 and 95 is the sweet spot. Tank did its work. It tanked. It did damage. It got a bunch of resets, and yeah, this worked. It actually went a lot better than I thought it would. But a lot of that was thanks to the Dragon Blade I got during the run in the dungeon, in the last dungeon here. So yeah, I'm gonna collect these 5 Book of Lores, and we are going to see what happens. We completed. And the Queen of Hyrule says, "You did it! You actually did it! You found the source of chaos and avenged your king. With no one left to summon Omos, the flow of chaos into Hyrule has stopped. You're heroes!" Wait. Something is wrong. Arasvel is becoming unstable. The tower is crumbling. You need to get out of there at once. The tower is destroyed. Surely no one could have survived that blast. Hyrule is saved, but the price was high. Countless lives have been lost in the process, including our 3 great heroes, and of course, my husband and king. With Vexor dead and Harasvel destroyed, The chaos energy is returning to normal. We return from the very brink of the end of all things. Healer, tank, and DPS/support. No tribute could sufficiently memorialize your accomplishment and sacrifice. You shall live forever in immortal stone, and none will forget what you have done here. Yeah, so you die. This is actually quite interesting and explains why these statues are all over the place. They are statues of other fallen heroes through time. And yeah, I actually absolutely love the ending where you, the normal people squad, hero squad, storm the villain and it happens to succeed through sheer effort, but you pay the price, so you die in the end. Yeah, I like the game. It's really good. It's even better than when it came out. A lot of changes was made. A lot of new modes, game modes have been added, so I might do those as well. They are more annoying to play though, so yeah, we'll have to see. But yeah, this is a really good game, in my opinion. Really solid game. You can, as I said in the beginning of the series, that you can actually play multiplayer both online and local. So there's that, but you can play solo as well. So yeah, it's really good. And I mean, no playthrough is exactly the same because the items you get is random. The things that happen, the enemies you fight, everything is random. The map isn't exactly the same. It's similar, but it's not the same. So yeah. And here we have our 3 heroes. Yeah, and this is the end of the, what should you say, the main campaign, the default story mode. And yeah, I have been TellerTacGaming. This has been For the King. And if we wait for the starting screen to come up. What is it doing? Oh my god, it didn't. Yeah. I'm actually going to check, before we end, I'm actually going to check. We had sometimes where it said that the store was updated. Oh my god, okay, that's something which wasn't unlocked before. I think nothing changed there. Yeah, here we have the bow. This was the bow I wanted, the royal bow. Yeah, it's single target, 3 safe distance, is evade up on yourself. Pin down is actually speed down on the entire enemy group. And you have snipe, which is a reset. Yeah, sure, it's not a pierce, but you have actually a golden bow. This is the royal bow. There's a golden bow which have a pierce. If I remember correctly, there is a bow called golden bow or gold bow. You have silver bow. Yeah, and they have pierce, which it's really freakishly good weapons. But yeah, no luck in actually getting them this time, so we will, though. I'm actually going to unlock the golden hero and that one and that one. Other than that, I'm going to say just that, as I was trying to do before, in ending, this has been a rather long episode. This is the last episode of this particular series. So this has been For the King, and I have been TellerTactGaming. I hope you have had fun watching, and I hope you stay around to watch other series. And I'm then going to have to say goodbye, and I'll see you somewhere else.